nigga, be real to yourself before you real with anybody else. You know the difference between the street. Gang, what's the deal? What's the deal, man? It's y'all favorite hood partner, Big NINABOY, and we back cracking, man. Hey, listen though, right? Y'all know how we get down, man. We operating on my second channel, so I'm gonna wait for some of y'all to fall in, pull up, man. Y'all know how we coming, man. But let me just say this though, man. Just for the record though, see, I think everybody just got this idea that people forget that a situation like this happen, people are never gonna just let this go. It ain't go, oh, let bygones be bygones. Nah, bro, because this was too organized. See, one thing I want to tell y'all before we get into anything else is that loyalty can be deceiving, homie. You see what I'm saying? Loyalty is deceiving. I keep trying to tell people this all the time. It's certain things that just, for me, I just don't get it. Like, how can you say what a person who never confirmed it was? You see what I'm saying? Oh boy, you know what I'm saying? The late great, his big homie said that oh boy was high. There was never no confirmation that it was drugs in the system. It was any of those things, homie. So that makes me, you know, double back and be like, wait a minute, bro. Like, you know, people changing the narrative on their own. Hold on, give me 1 second, gang. Let me make sure I put the link in from the second channel. 1 second. Waiting for y'all to pull up in because right now we operating on my second channel, homie. So let me go ahead and put this in a link so y'all can follow this, man. We finna get into it, though, man. We finna really get into it, man. And I know a lot of people feel the same way I feel about this, homie. A lot of people feel the same way, you know. Hey, listen, see, a lot of people is scary. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people be like, oh, that's such and such. Oh, I'm scared. Nah, nigga, real nigga ain't go, man. Come on, bro. This is America. This is called freedom of speech. You understand what I'm saying? This is an opinion. But I want to say this for the naysayers. If you cherry picking on me having a scenario or a thought, feel like that about everybody. You can't pick and choose because I'm a known household name and I got a face card, homie. You cannot pick and choose. Have that same energy towards everybody who's having all these theories and these ideas. You're not gonna play no one-way street with NINABOY. So listen, y'all, look, we over here at my second channel, man. Y'all get over here to my second channel. We got 132 people in here, man. We finna really get into it. We got some content to react to that's going to open up the door. It's going to make you question because as we going down this rabbit hole, man, you're going to start to see a lot of inconsistent and oh boy statements. You understand what I'm saying? It's not cool that we know who did it, but we want to know who sent them. We want to know who else was involved. And everybody like, oh, man, you know, he already did that. Okay, cool. Only person that's trying to make it seem like he did this on his own is the same person that's been shutting down the social medias, all that. Listen, homie, it's a lot of stuff going on. Why the social media is getting shut down, but you still going live on YouTube though? You see what I'm saying? There's no more footage of the money that dude had. There's no more pictures of the Corvette, the Harley, the big old Franco chains that person was wearing. Where all that shit go? All of that shit is deleted from social media. It's like, oh, somebody, oh, nigga backtracking. He getting scared. He's starting to see, wait a minute, man, I need to get to this nigga Nina, man, because, man, for some reason, his eye is on the prize and it's the bullseye. You see what I'm saying? Listen, and for those naysayers, homie, you cannot implement somebody who was actually working for the state prosecutor. He was an eyewitness for the state prosecution office. So you can't, he was working with them to help convict him. So he's not ever going back. Man, listen, bro, For y'all, that a lot of y'all don't know y'all constitutional rights. Y'all don't know what y'all saying. All I'm saying is it possible that he knows? So listen, man, we over here at NINABOY Reactions, man. Give me 1 second, guy. Let me see. Make sure everybody pulling up. All right. Yep. All right, we got 218. We got 44 people over there at the second channel, right? Listen, hold on. So look, I'm looking at the screen right now. It's only 44 people on my second channel. I'm finna cut this channel off so we can get into this reaction though, man. Hey, but look, catch it though, man. It was only listen, people are never gonna let this go. The late great Nip, man, remember what he said, man. You know, I think it's important. I think a lot of people want to know, why did it happen? Who else was involved? He didn't do this. He came back in a red t-shirt. You understand what I'm saying? This. Hey, listen, even Black Sam himself, bro, said this was premeditated. This was not something that wasn't, oh, this was a act of jealousy. This was not an act of rage. This was thought out. This was well thought out, homie. You see what I'm saying? And we know that only person that's saying that person is high, right? We got 51 people over there on my second channel. For the 273 people that's on this live, homie, I'm telling y'all right now, man, we going up on my second channel. I will cut this off as soon as I get to 80 people over there on my second channel. But you know, before we just wait, all right, we have 50 people on NINABOY Reaction. And if y'all can't find that channel, I got the link in my community page. Listen to me. The link is in my community page. So if you're having problems with going to finding my second channel, go to my community page, hit the link, and it'll take you right over there. So we looking at how many people we got over there. We got 50 people still watching on that channel. 283 people, 100 of y'all is going to be off. The other channel is right here, man. It's on the screen. NINABOY Reactions. Hold on, I'm gonna drop it again so y'all can pull up. Yeah, there go right there, man. There go the link, man. Y'all hit that link. We got 55 people over there. All right. We got 69 people over there. Yeah, let's get it, man. We finna, hey, it's an eye buster right here. This is an eye buster, man. And it's gonna make you think like, wait a minute, homie, how is that possible? You see what I'm saying? We got to get back to the drawing board. That's the only way you're gonna see this. Man, listen, this is not to have anybody behind any walls. This is to see who gonna stand up and take accountability, bro. Ain't for all these suckers that's always jumping on the line, co-signing for that man. Ask them, hey, bro, why Black Sam don't rock with you no more? Why? What did you do so bad, bro? Because you was the one who aided to try to help him. We got 74 people over there. When we get to 80, it's 294 people over here on my main channel, right? When we at 85. So listen, we up out of here. Hey, y'all, everybody on my main channel, y'all see that link right there? Go to my community page and hit that. It's 300 people. I'm finna cut this channel up. I hope to see y'all 300 people over there, man. It's finna get deep. So, all right, man, I'll see y'all on NINABOY Reactions. We out of here. And 5. Come on, man. I'm a 4. I'm giving y'all a little 3. 95. All right, 2. 1. All right, everybody that's on this live, hey, we over here on my second channel. Let's get it. All right. All right, 95 people over here on the main channel, man. Let's get into it. Man. So listen, man, we got some good content today, though, homie, right? Shout out to my dog, Sexy Lexi, in the building. Hey, hold on, let me make you a mod on this channel too. Hey, Lex, all my moderators, we not going for no cherry picking, man. We see anybody jump out their body, just cut them off, man. You see what I'm saying? We not worrying about the suckers, man. A lot of these dudes are scary, man. These niggas don't really care, like, how did this happen, man? All right, we got the sucker who did what they did to Nip, right? But who set them up? Who sent Shitty Cuz? You see what I'm saying? He was already, listen, before he even drove inside that parking lot, he already drove around the block. He was already floating through his hood before he even went inside the shopping center, homie. This shit was too organized, bro. And think about it. The getaway driver gets immunity. The getaway driver gets immunity. After she knew, he ran out the car and came back to her car with guns after she heard gunshots, right? Come on, bro. Y'all can't tell me. Think about it, bro. Y'all niggas is, listen, for the people that don't really understand, old boy was supposed to be the muscle. He was supposed to be the muscle, bro. He, listen, okay, yeah, you folded t-shirts, you was a parking lot cleaner and all that, right? Okay, cool. But you was the muscle. Ain't nobody, think about it. That's where all the pain come from. He know he was supposed to sacrifice. He was a muscle. Listen, everybody know, you know what I'm saying? When you supposed to be the muscle, what asset was you? What asset did you contribute to his infrastructure? You was supposed to keep the bullshit motherfuckers away. You see what I'm saying? You was supposed to recognize a threat from the jump. Anybody that questioned him made him feel unbothered. Think about it. The moment Nipsey said, the moment Nipsey Hussle said, hold on. Hold on, let me pull up. Hey man, I need some new mods over here too, man, on my second channel. And we finna get into the reaction real fast. Give me 1 second. Make sure I pull up. Need to make some mods over here. All right, we got 174 in here. Hold on, I got you right now, Lex. In here. Hold on, I got you right now, Lex. All right, there we go. There we go. Add as a moderator. Got you. Yeah. Where Nicole at? Nicole. You as a moderator. Let's go. All right, so let's get into it, man. Hey, once again, man, we got to get back to the drawing board. So now we finna start looking at everything that old boy said. You see what I'm saying? He's giving a detailed description of how he went to the break room, right? He's about to tell you the time frame of the break room. You about to start looking at it. How did you leave Nipsey Hussle 3 seconds and you already got to the break room? We already seen the footage of how far the break room was. So now we can correlate what his statements is on the interviews, because I need y'all to understand, right? Nobody from that circle was going on podcasts doing interviews. But who? Oh boy. You can't convince me that old boy didn't want the fame. He didn't want the attention. You see what I'm saying? Listen, hold on. Let me just show y'all something real fast, right? Look at the money, right? Think about it. Hold on. Look at this. Y'all see this? Look at all that big jewelry on this nigga neck. Look at the jewelry on his neck. Look how, you know how much that big, you know how that big ass Franco costs right there? Racks. That other Franco, racks, right? That's just one, right? Hold on. Catch this though. Look at this. Look at his storefront. This is his whole storefront right here. He got a big ass storefront space. A storefront space that big, bro. Downtown LA costs bread. Where did the money come from? You was folding t-shirts for Nip. All of a sudden, you got, hold on. That ain't, nigga, watch this. Man, come on, man. You niggas is tripping. You niggas is, hold on. Before we even get into the reaction though, right? Catch it though, right? Hold on. Come on, man. Corvettes. Come on, bro. Man, look, all of those pictures with the money, all the money shot, all of that shit is gone, bro. Everything, look, the Corvette, the Harley. Remember the Harley? Come on, bro. Man, I'm telling y'all right now, bro. If y'all can't somebody tell me how much y'all think he got on his neck right there. How much you think he got on his neck, bro? Come on, man. Yeah, this is when he had the money. When he got paid, he blew all the money. He blew it all. The nigga don't, hey, catch it though, nigga. He don't have none of that. The store, obviously, he can't afford to pay that note. You see what I'm saying? He had a clothing line called Cowboys Money Team, right? His clothing line was called the Cowboys Money Team. That what? And guess what? All of his clothing line shit, Nipsey Hussle had a clothing line called what was it called? The Victory Lap. Cowboy had a t-shirt line called The Last Victory. You see what I'm saying? So He changed. Look, the VL sign that Nipsey Hussle created that he paid for. Cowboy went and used the same type of logo, except he changed the naming on it. The victory lap to last victory. You see what I'm saying? Come on, man. Ain't nobody questioning that shit. Where's the clothing line store that he had? Remember, he was promoting. If y'all type in Cowboys Money Team, you're not going to find .com. It was a clothing line. You're not going to find it. You go look at, remember, he was painting down the mural. Talk about, hey, listen, he was about to lose everything. He don't have the money no more. Look, 6 years. He done ran through that money. He done ran through that money through a course of time, man. So anyway, let's jump into this reaction, man. We got Nip, big homie, explaining what happened during the shooting. All right, let's get it. And 5, 4.
So he shakes everyone's hand, Eric leaves, and you just start kind of going around in the area, I guess, eating your food. And
well, no, you got to realize, so this is where they get it twisted, like I'm in the window looking or whatever. No, you walking through the Marathon store. So I go into the Marathon store. That's one door. Then you go to the counter. Behind the counter, there's another door. So then you go in this storeroom where all the clothes are. Then you go through that door. That's where the break room is. So I'm in the break room, eating my food. So gunshots crack off.
Okay.
There's no reason for me to duck.
I'm gonna play this back. I want y'all to hear him say where he at. So, and then we're gonna go to the footage of where the break room is at.
Going around in the area, I guess, eating your food. And
well, no, you got to realize, so this is where they get it twisted, like I'm in the window looking or whatever. No, you walking through the Marathon store. So I go into the Marathon store. That's one door. Then you go to the counter. Behind the counter, there's another door. So then you go in this storeroom where all the clothes are. Then you go through that door. That's where the break room is. So I'm in the break room, eating my food. Right. So gunshots crack off.
Okay.
There's no reason for me to duck. I'm in the break room. There's a big metal. If you hear some gunshots crack right now outside, you might.
All right. So we're going to stop there, right? And I'm going to leave this section. Because now we have old boy placing himself in the break room. Right? Okay, cool. Now, in several interviews where he said he left Nip's side, it was 3 seconds. How was that possible? The break room, man, look, bro, we finna get into, hold on, give me 1 second. We about to get to it. I'm gonna show y'all right now. This is why I say, all right, we know the sucker who did it though, right? But at the same time though, gang, we want to know who sent him. Who sent that dude? Who sent him? You see what I'm saying? Who else knew about it? Hold on. Give me 1 second. All right, so here we go right here. Hold on. All right. Here we go, right here. Now I'm finna pull up. So we heard him place himself saying that he was in the break room, right? Now we finna go back to what it looked like in the break room. Let's go.
Wow, I mean, think about that. Now I know on some of my other videos I drop on my channel, which y'all that are familiar with Lionel B, y'all know I have a lot of exclusive material. I was actually the first YouTube blogger to actually release the story when Nipsey Hussle first passed away. Well, actually, at this point, he hadn't passed. He had just got injured. However, he subsequently passed after that. I was the first person to release that information. I was also the first person to release the theory about, Cowboy kind of being kind of shady to me. He just something ain't sit right about him. So you can definitely trust my channel, man, to give you some real exclusive information. So if you hit that subscribe button, make sure you click on that subscribe button, man, because you always gonna get the real over here. Now, also, man, like, you know, I know some bloggers, they do get paid to, you know, spin a story this type of way or that type of way. I'm not paid by any celebrity. No celebrity pays me. You know, I get paid just like every other YouTuber gets paid. Well, the most of us. I mean, I can't speak for all the bloggers. Some of them maybe accepting payola, but I don't personally. So I'm going to drop this footage, man, and we're going to actually review this video together, man. It's some really deep stuff. Now, everybody's been asking, where the hell is the other footage? I discovered so many cameras throughout the plaza at the marathon store that it would just make your head spin. Now, I'm going to pan just a little bit so you can kind of see the camera. Okay, boom. There's a camera right there in front of the store. Okay, that's one camera. But
this is
all
why
the angles that
Black
the
Sam don't
news
rock with
media put out,
no
and
more.
TMZ put out, is from the opposite side. It's from across the street. Apparently, the other footage was shot from Fatburger. Now, I'm actually going to drop another clip. Now, this is really going to blow your mind because I know some of y'all may be looking at the video like, man, we can't see that. You know what? Lionel B got something for you. Here we go. So let's take a trip. All right, so now we are in front of Nipsey Hussle's store. Now you can see a lot clearer. There's the camera right there, folks. It's right there in front of you. Zooming up. There's one camera. Look at it. And it's actually pointing directly. So Eric Holder, he would have been right in front of that camera. And look, also, Nipsey Hussle has a camera inside his store. Wow, where's that footage? Okay, and then there's a third camera. Wow, look at.
Hey, wait. So let me go back. Y'all see where that camera is at, right? It's a look right there. It's a TV, right? Y'all see that? The TV. Y'all see the camera right there. Right there's a TV with all the angles of the camera. So you can even from the store, you can see Eric Holder walking up. You seen it. Hey, listen. I don't know how many times I can say this, but let me just say this for the record, though, homie. Loyalty is deceiving. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna stand up to that dude. Everybody's scared of that dude over there. He known for knocking dudes out and all of that type of stuff. So a lot of dudes are scared. Oh, I ain't go, man, dude kind of looks suspect. He know if you say it looks suspect, he gonna come try to knock you out. It's still not gonna change the narrative, bro. All the narratives that when we look at what he said, right? He said that he was in the break room when it happened, right? So I want us to look how far the break room is. How can you get to aid Nipsey from the break room right after he got done shooting? Right after he got done shooting, you man, look, he ran straight to Nip. You see what I'm saying? On top of that, he said that he didn't even see the shooting. He didn't see the shooting at all. How did you know where Nipsey fell at? How did he listen? When he runs out the store, how did you know where Nipsey was laying at? How? What, did you look at one of the cameras? How did you see where he fall? How you know? He could have felt the other way. He ran right around the car and got to Nip. He couldn't see. It was impossible for him to see Nip's body because a car was right there, right? A car was right there. So how did he see where Nipsey fell at? How did you know where to run to? You seen Eric Holder run off that way and you ran right around the court and got straight to Nip. You didn't see nobody else? Don't you find that shit crazy, homie? You see what I'm saying? For the naysayers, this was structured. You see what I'm saying? This was planned. This was well thought. It was well thought out, bro. You see what I'm saying? Now think about it. The money is gone. I don't believe that he still have the money that he had a couple years ago. How did he think about it? You was a t-shirt folder. You folded t-shirts and shoveled shit. And all of a sudden, you got 2-3 big Francos, you got a Corvette, you got a Harley, you got a storefront. All of these things happened right after the late great passed away. Where did that come from? So what you saying? You had all of this shit. So you had a storefront while you was folding t-shirts? You mean to tell me you had a Harley and Corvettes and big jewelry before he passed away? Y'all don't find that? See, it's just me, right? Hey, catch this though, homie. you know, a lot of y'all be like, oh man, that he looking for you. I don't take orders from no nigga. You see what I'm saying? We live in the same fucking city. I'm gonna tell y'all once again, me and that dude, we live in the same city. Clearly, hey, look, I don't take orders from no nigga. You see what I'm saying? Or nobody. So at the end of the day, yeah, nigga, I think that it's possible you could have seen it happen. That's why it's called freedom of speech. That's why it's called having your own opinion. This is just a scenario, because when we look at the footage, it gives me no other reason but to believe, damn, did you watch it happen, nigga? You was the muscle. You was supposed to do something about it. You didn't do nothing about it. You froze up. And then not even that, I want y'all to pay close attention when we get back to the other video that he also said that Eric Holder was high. Who said Eric Holder was high? He showed no remorse. He didn't say nothing the whole trial. Nigga had a poker face. Nigga, he did not say I was high. Think about it. If he was high, when he walked, you shook the killer hand. Think about it. You mean to tell me you admitted that you was off that I don't know what you was smoking on, nigga. You could have been smoking on that Bobby Brown or shooting up that Christina Aguilera. We don't know what you was on, but you admitted that you was smoking on that Sherm, that Beijing. You see what I'm saying? You was on that base. You was on that base head shit too. So a smoker would recognize a smoker, right or wrong. Right or wrong, a smoker will recognize a smoker. When he walked up, shook hands, nigga, with everybody, nigga, blue rag on his neck, niggas would have seen that he was high. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, no, that nigga tripping. You see what I'm saying? That nigga off that shit, though. Niggas would have caught on to that. You see what I'm saying? That's one thing that we heard that man say. Also, I played the footage yesterday that the nigga said that one man's mistake. You also see, y'all not picking up what he writing down. You can't call that a mistake, bro. How was that a mistake? Black Sam said, nigga, that was premeditated. Which one we gonna believe? We gonna believe how Black Sam feel about it? Because he said, nigga, the red shirt was the throw off. You see what I'm saying? He threw it, nigga, that was a throw off. Nigga, what you put your shirt on? Think about it. Why did he shake y'all hand? Why did he shake hands, bro? If he was that high and he knew he came to kill Nip, nigga, he wouldn't shake. He's not. Think about it. If he was offended that Nipsey called him a snitch, nigga, he not shaking. He shook their hands. Why did Eric Holder shake their hands when he left? He shook their hands like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to here. And he shook everybody's hand when he left. So why would he shake hands if Nipsey called him that? So that's clear, bro. Nigga ain't shaking. Nigga, you call me something out of line, nigga, I'm not shaking your hand, nigga. You got to understand, bro, it's a lot of key elements to this shit. And listen, let me make sure I'm clear. You cannot convince me that I'm trying to send that nigga up the river. He worked for the state. He was the state's witness. He snitched, he got on the stand, and he took the stand for the prosecutor's office, which means that it's impossible. Oh, NINABOY snitching on Cowboy. How? You was their number one witness. You worked for the prosecutor's department. That means that you submitted to what they wanted. They asked Cousin Kerry to get on the stand and testify on the behalf of what happened. Cousin Kerry took the stand and said, I didn't see shit. I got shot. I fell down on the floor. They asked Rimpaw to get on the stand and testify. Rimpaw said, I don't care. I'm not breaking the code, bro. Yeah, I lost my homeboy, bro, but I'm not getting on the stand. He never came to court. You got to understand. See, he gets out here and tell everybody, he went against everything. He went against the code. He admitted that he went against the code. He admitted that he broke the rules. No matter what happens, when we lose our homeboys, anything happen, that doesn't excuse you to break the code. You got to understand, bro. You cannot pick and choose what's going on with this shit. All I'm saying is that it's possible that he could have seen it happen from that store. Y'all not even asking yourself, damn, how did you go from flipping T-shirts and shoveling shit? Picking T-shirts to shoveling shit, right? And this is to having big ass Francos on your neck. Nigga, that $40,000, $30,000 on your neck easily, right? Think about it. To having a storefront with Nip mural on it. You got your own store. You took the victory lap and started a T-shirt line called The Last Victory. You got to understand. Look at the money. Follow the money, bro. Everybody's scared of this dude, bro. Let me tell you something. Nigga, I don't fear nobody, bro. So anybody that feels some type of way about me having a theory that this dude could have watched what happened to the late great, bro, you don't got. Hey, listen, I wake up every day like, damn, I can't wait to cut a nigga off because my content, I will not take none of this shit down, bro. You not gonna stop me from having my opinions, and this go for anybody in the world, bro. This is somebody who broke the code. And think about it. And all you motherfuckers that's out here that's co-signing and writing, remember it. He is a pedo. He's a registered pedo. And the lady who he lied and said he snatched the chain off her neck and scratched her breast, think about it. She's coming to the internet and she's going to expose him and tell the world that's not what really happened. Then what you suckers go say then? You see what I'm saying? Everybody just, oh, Nina, because I got a face card. I'm a known person from my section. Listen, I'm not in the field no more, nigga. This is a business for me, and this is just my theory, my scenario. So any nigga that got something to say about that, it's like saying you can't have your own freedom of speech. And I dare a nigga to tell me that in my face, nigga, you out of line. So at the end of the day, for the naysayers, stop saying that, oh man, you're trying to tell on him. Nah, how can he get in trouble? He worked for the police department, the prosecutor's department. He was their eyewitness. He was the only one who testified. They're not going to reach out and charge against him. Hell no, it's impossible. And you can't go to jail for watching somebody die. You see what I'm saying? Think about it. They gave Brian Nita immunity and she was the getaway driver. So stop thinking that what I'm having my opinions about him, he's going to get in trouble. How can he get in trouble? And the getaway driver who drove away from the shooter, she got immunity. So my opinion, that will tell y'all that y'all got to have a little bit more common sense than that. And without a doubt, I'm telling y'all, me having this opinion cannot harm this man in any way. But you got to ask yourself, why is he taking down all the social media platforms? Why is he taking down Instagram? You taking down all of these platforms? You hiding, look, all the pictures of him having the money, they're gone. They're gone. You're not going to see the pictures of him balling out here years later, bro. So, yeah, let's look at this footage before we get back to the other one, homie. I just had to bust that down because some of you dudes is out here is terrified and you dudes is scared because now we starting to see, wait a minute. Eric Holder didn't do this on his own. He's not smart enough to do this on his own. So now with that being said, somebody had to be a distraction or had to know something about it. Let's go.
Okay, and then there's a third. You got a camera there. There's cameras everywhere. Right here.
Look at the camera.
Of course, they ain't gonna leave y'all like that. Look, let's go into the story, y'all. Subscribers, how about when we going? We're gonna go in and get in the story right now, and let's go see what's happening. Okay, so the theory of the 3 seconds with Cowboy. He He literally left his side for 3 seconds. Let's look at the size of the.
Hold on. Look. He said he left his side for 3 seconds.
Somebody comes in and they went to put their food up. Okay, we're seeing that's the front entrance. The same one he came through whenever, that terrible event happened in Nipsey. So you know what?
All right, let's stop there. Look, how can he say he literally left Nipsey Hussle's side for 3 seconds and then you doing interviews saying you was in a break room? Now, if y'all look by the window, y'all can see that it's TVs right there. All right there. So that means he's saying he didn't see Eric Holder. He didn't see Eric Holder. You seen Eric Holder, bro. Impossible. And look at the time lapse. How could you run and look, it's cameras over here behind the counter. It's cameras by the counter, and it's cameras by the window. Look.
Y'all, let's move forward a little bit. Let me click here. I just want y'all to kind of see the layout. Okay, there's tables, there's a lot of things in the different area, a lot of places over there. Okay, there's a work counter right there. So now we're gonna try to go ahead and move in. Okay, this is the front door, and wow, look
at that.
There's a table sitting off to the left hand side, or to the right. If you walk inside, that'll be on the right hand side. There's also some music stations over there. So when you walked inside, did you run all the way to the back? I don't understand. Where did you go to? Right. So here we go. This is the outside. There's that trash can that he passed Eric Holder on.
Look, right. Look, this is where Eric Holder ran to after he got done doing what he did. Right? He ran right back on the sidewalk, and his big homie ran right out those doors the moment that he stopped shooting. You cannot tell me you didn't see that man run away. Why you didn't chase after him? You're the muscle. You're the muscle. You was supposed to think about it, bro. Like what you, I mean, come on, bro. I'm pretty sure you made way more money than the average t-shirt stocker would ever make, bro. Let's go.
And he was getting out of his car right over here. He was getting out of his car right over there on that side there. All right, so let's spin around. Let's see if we can look at the other direction here. All right, so if you come in, you know, you're still kind of in view of everything because look, there's some big windows. Y'all just seen the big windows out there. Here's a table. You could have threw your food down right here because literally when you walked in, it wasn't 3 seconds. When you walked in, automatically you're going to hear
gunshots.
You're going to hear shots ring out, right?
Right. Look. They're going to think about it, bro. Think about it. See, Sam know that boy lying. Think about it. 1 minute he's saying he literally left Nipsey Hussle's side for 3 seconds. So with between 3 seconds, how did you make it all the way back to the break room? You understand what I'm saying? You saying that you left Nipsey Hussle's side literally for 3 seconds. So about time you got inside the store, you heard shooting. Because mind you, he shot 3 times. Boom, boom, boom. And tried to run off. Right? You heard that. So you talking about the moment you heard shooting, you ran to Nipsey Hussle's side. Okay, cool. Watch this. He came back and finished him off. It places you, the last shot that Eric Holder made, places you at the window. Come on, gang. Y'all can't tell me this don't make sense, bro. This shit gets so deep. And when you go down this rabbit hole, you better believe it's like, okay, damn, wait a minute. Put yourself in this situation. Imagine, you know what I'm saying? You know, damn, motherfuckers, I trusted, you know what I'm saying, with my life. I trusted people with my life. You see what I'm saying? I was supposed to be willing to crash out for me, to protect me so I could keep the community going. You see what I'm saying? How did this man profit all this motherfucking money right after he died, bro? Y'all can't tell me that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's so scared of this dude. Talking about, oh, nigga, you don't, hey, listen. You broke the code. You went against everything the code stand for. But then you get on the internet and politics saying, oh, niggas is saying this about me and all. God, you ain't gonna turn that shit, God. I'm telling you, God. Why are you erasing all your social media, bro? Why are you hiding all the little pictures when you had the money and shit? You want the world to know I'm prolific. I'm this, I'm that. Nigga, Nip had the victory lap. You started a t-shirt line called The Last Victory. Wait a minute, why you what? Come on, bro. Y'all don't find that shit, man. I'm telling you, God, the nigga playing with my name, God. Nah, niggas is not scared of you, bro. That's what that shit is. Everybody is like, wait, nigga, it's been 6 years, bro. We still don't know who sent Eric Holder. Who sent that nigga? Who sent that nigga? And who else had something to do with that? That was not. Nigga, you said you took the stand because everybody was saying that Eric Holder called Nip a snitch. Brian Nita said that he never, listen, she know that he never called him a snitch. We know that it was never between Nip calling him a snitch. Nip don't even get down like that, bro. So you're not fooling the world. You're not fooling the community. Nobody decided to question you because, you know, he got up on camera talking, yeah, I knocked out this nigga, cuz I knocked out this nigga. Bro, hey, listen, bro. Do your shit, but at the end of the day, people still gonna have their opinions. Y'all gotta realize it's people all over the world dropping this content. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody's getting back to the drawing board. Everybody's starting to say, wait a minute, bro. We still ain't found out what was the motive. This man says, I want to know why it happened. I think he was high. I think one man's mistake. You make allegations like that, bro. We're gonna start looking at you, my nigga. How do you call this a mistake, nigga? How do you say that this man was high when they never said he was intoxicated? They never said he was high. Think about it. You the only one that said that man was high, bro. So when you say shit like that, niggas is starting like, nigga, what? How are you elaborating? You know what I'm saying? What that man was? How do you know what he was if you never seen him? If you never see, first of all. You shook his hand. Why did you shake that man's hand? You knew that man was, if you knew he was high, why would you let a high person come get that close to Nip? Why didn't you have Why would you let a person who's high you used to be high, you used to smoke? Why would you let that person get that close to Nipsey Hussle, bro? If this is our bread and our butter, this is the one who pays us, who keep us fed. You think I'm gonna let a smoker? It's unpredictable. A smoker can do anything out of jealous rage. Why would you let that man get close to somebody who pay your bills? Obviously, bro, like, come on, my nigga. You got to look at it like this. It's so many reasons to start saying, looking back, like, damn, homie, I know NINABOY have an opinion about it, but what NINABOY is saying is loyalty could be deceiving. See, betrayal always comes from the people that you know. You see what I'm saying? I'm not 100% sure, but at the end of the day, it's been 6 years and don't nobody even know who had something to do with it. Come on, man. They asked Black Sam, they said, why haven't you did any podcasts? Why haven't you went to the courts? Shit. We don't do that. That's what Black Sam said. Oh yeah, we don't do that. We don't, we didn't get involved with that. But here come oh boy. Oh boy is doing podcast interviews. You're doing all of this shit because you want the limelight, and all the real people that really meant something to him, they've been sitting in the back because they like, we ain't tripping off that. That's not their get down. That wasn't their get down. They didn't chase the fame. You wanted the fame so bad. You feel like you missed so much shit in your life that once you got an opportunity to get yourself clean and got to get up under your little homie, you know what I'm saying? You seen that limelight. You wanted that type of fame. You wanted that notoriety. It boosted your morale. It made him feel good about himself. People want to be around him. You taking all of these pictures like you the celebrity. Everybody who was close to Nip didn't even do this shit. You the only one that been going on podcasts for years and years and years and years. Think about it. They let you hang around the store and all that shit when it was going on because they couldn't wait to get close, to get away from him. Because they seen the ego, the urge. He wanted that type of limelight so bad, bro. Why is he the only one that was doing all these pictures? Think about it. Think about it. Come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. Look, this nigga, come on, man. Look at all that jewelry on his neck. Look at all of this shit. That's Grammys. You know how much that we know, bro, for sure. Gold is at an all-time high value. It's been at all-time high. Look at all that shit on his neck, bro. Come on, bro. Hold on. Come on, the storefront. Come on, nigga. A mural. Look at, he painted the whole storefront blue. Everything he did, he tried to imitate what Nipsey, like, come on, bro. Come on, gang, look. Look, where's these pictures at when he had his Corvette? When he had that Corvette, right? Look, if y'all look at the shoes, those are red bottoms. How much do red bottoms cost? Look at the red bottoms. Think about it. The Corvettes, all that shit. The Harley. Do y'all see the Harley? Do y'all see the Corvette? He even had a foreign car at one point in time. If y'all look, the boy got so he had like thousands of dollars. He flossing like this, thousands and thousands of dollars after the fact. Come on, homie. Think about it. Think about it. Yeah, we want to know, nigga, who sent Eric Holder? Nigga, who else was involved with this? All right, yeah, we ain't cool. All right, yeah, nigga, we know who did it. We know who did it. Okay, but catch this though. Now we want to know who else was involved. You see what I'm saying? Who else was involved? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, and my thing is this. Don't feel no way about just me. You got to feel like that about everybody else. Don't be picking and choosing. No, nigga, get mad at the whole world. Everybody. You can't be picking and choosing. This is not a drop a link live, sucker. No, nigga. Hey, listen. Hey, this is my shit. Nigga, we don't take orders and we don't do what no nigga say over here. Nigga, you sit down and watch. Nigga, if not, nigga, hit me, nigga. Hey, you want to hit me, nigga? Hit me on the DM. Jump in my DM, nigga. We could talk about it or however you want to do it. Straight like that, nigga. But when I'm talking, nigga, everybody listening. You know what I'm saying? For you naysayers, nigga, let me tell you something about NINABOY. NINABOy is always being a self-made dude. NINABOy don't take orders or nothing. Nigga, I just handle business. Mandatory. Just handle my candle. Regardless of the outcome, that's what I do. But I don't take orders from nobody. So with that being said, bro, a lot of people are starting to ask, hey, where's the money, the jewelry, the cars, the motorcycle, the store, all of this shit out of thin blue air. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, straight like that. Yeah, man. Oh, that's a troll. That's a troll, girl. That's a troll, girl. Yeah, nigga. Hey, this is my Instagram, cuz, right? It's NINABOY_TV, nigga. You feel like that, nigga? Jump in the DM, nigga, and nigga, we could talk back channels, nigga. Because at the end of the day, we finna bust this shit down, bro. And niggas know I'm nigga on a nigga helmet out here, bro. That's it. The nigga, you work for the prosecutor's office. Stop.
So, how far did you actually go into the store?
Get it.
Did you go use the bathroom? I mean, what happened there? Now, I would love, you know, to be totally wrong, but I just never honestly seen a plaza that had so many damn cameras, but we didn't use not one camera that was in the plaza. We used a camera from a totally different plaza to capture a bunch of ants on the screen, and what we appear was that particular
That's
footage.
my Instagram right there.
Now, in a day and age where everybody got cell phones and, you know what I'm saying, everybody record everything. I mean, y'all be catching the wildest stuff on camera phones. I mean, y'all be catching dogs like doing crazy stuff. I mean, I'm in the beginning of the video, so I definitely advise you to rewind it. You got to look throughout the footage of his store's interior. There are so many cameras in there. And mind you, there are all 360 cameras, so all of them has a view of the front window. As you see, it's a big, huge front window. Yes, those cameras do.
So now we finna get back to, hold on. Now let's get back to the interview. All right. So we seen the footage. Now let's go back to the interview. Watch this. So we seen what it looks like inside the store. All right. All right. All right, here we go.
That's one door. Then you go to the counter. Behind the counter, there's another door.
Hold on.
So you go in this, but this is where they get it twisted.
And you just start kind of going around in the area, I guess, eating your food. And
well, no, you got to realize. So this is where they get it twisted. Like I'm in the window looking or whatever. No, you walking through the marathon store. So I go into the marathon store. That's one door. Then you go to the counter. Behind the counter, there's another door. So then you go in this storeroom where all the clothes are. Then you go through that door. That's where the break room is. So I'm in the break room, eating my food. So gunshots crack off.
okay.
There's no reason for me to duck. I'm in the break room. There's a big metal. If you hear some gunshots crack right now outside, you might. There's no reason for you to duck. So I'm in there, hear gunshots crack. Immediately, nip outside. I break out of there. So out of one door, second door, third door. I'm the first dude to nip.
Okay, so you run out into the parking lot and you see Nipsey lying in a pool of blood?
Not in a pool of blood. I see Nip lying, and I see the whole parking lot laying on the ground. And I see people scattering and running.
Right, because there's two other victims also.
Well, I didn't even see them. I went straight to Nip. And after it was all said and done, I felt bad. Like, damn, I didn't even see these two. I never even seen Cousin Kerry. I never even seen them, never. I would focus on them. I still never saw until Nip was getting into the ambulance. I never even knew there was two other people.
Okay, and you're the first person that basically gets over Nip's body.
Well,
how is he reacting to what just happened?
He just keep trying to get up. He kept trying to get up. He was breathing, trying to get up. He had like a hole right here. So I put up, I had my hand right here and I was covering right here and I was praying for him. And, like, just breathe, bro. Take it easy, just breathe. And he was breathing.
One more time. Let's see where I want y'all to place.
I'm in the break room.
He in the break
eating
room.
my food.
All right, so we gonna get up out of there. Hold on. Watch this. All right. Now we finna get back. We finna look at the footage again. All right, let's go. And 5, 4.
Okay, guys.
Get that right. Look, from that last moment, from that last moment, hold on, let me get up out of there. From that last moment, oh boy, he ran right out that store. Y'all see how big that glass window is? How did you manage to run from the break room, ran through all of that? You would have got there by the first 3 shots. The first 3 shots, that was, you said immediately. As soon as he started shooting, he ran out. Remember, he shot 3 or 4 times. And then he tried to run. He looked and seen that Nip was still alive. So he came back. So if you didn't see the first 3 shots, you had to see the finishing of what really took place. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say, bro, a lot of this is not adding up, bro. Like, you know, at the end of the day, it's something shaky. You see what I'm saying? It's something shaky and shit, nigga. Who sent that nigga, man? Like shit, nigga. That's all a nigga saying, bro. This is everybody in the world have content about this, right? But all of a sudden, because of NINABOY have his thoughts and opinion, a lot of you niggas want to get in y'all feelings, bro. Like that's crazy to me, nigga. I ain't going for it. Straight up. All right, so look, let's go back to what Cowboy said. I mean, Black Sam. Let's go. All right. Let's get it.
Speaking too much on shit, but we came frontline like we always do. And, you know, niggas gonna know we gonna crash out behind it. We not playing. Ain't nobody saying nothing to Khaled. Ain't nobody doing nothing to Khaled. And he's straight. And Hustle frontline that. And, you know, we felt like certain people didn't like that. And did the video. Khaled got out of there perfect and smooth. And, you know, we appreciated Khaled for showing up and coming to the hood and doing the video. And
because he goes later on in the interview to say that Eric Holder came back in a red shirt to try to play himself off like he was a blood or something.
Is it as random as what the public thought it was? Like Nip seen somebody, Eric, and talked, and
I mean, you know, he already got convicted. So for me, without going into too many details, somebody come to the shop. They know we in the doorway. When Hustle pull up, we in the doorway. You're gonna see me with a hoodie on, and I got a pistol on me. You're gonna see one of the team members in the hoodie in the doorway with a pistol. That's protocol when Hustle pull up. So it's Sunday. It's busy in there. Why the niggas in there didn't follow the protocol? I wasn't there. Why they didn't follow it? Maybe they was fucking around helping the customer, doing some fucking customer service. This is what I'm thinking, trying to, you know, transition into some legitimate just selling clothes. But nobody was in the doorway.
Now y'all understand. Now look, what he was saying was this, right? He said, why nobody didn't watch and guard? He said motherfuckers trying to be a customer service, you know what I'm saying? Or I don't know, folding clothes or whatever he said. But look, Cowboy said that it was only 3 females in there, which leads 3 females and who? You know what I'm saying? Let me stop saying the nigga name and all that shit, because I know a lot of you sensitive ass motherfuckers to this pedo and all that. And you know, I don't want to keep giving no pedo no motherfucking long action anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know what it is. I'm gonna say his big homie, bro. You know what I'm saying? It only leads 3 females in the store and his big homie. You see what I'm saying? Now look at this. Look what he's saying. He said he don't even know. Like, nigga, what was you doing? Nigga, you posted, nigga, if you the muscle at this point, my nigga. 3 women up in there can't do nothing for that situation. They're not part of that lifestyle. You see what I'm saying? Think about it. You know, it was a Sunday, nigga. That's a gang area right there, nigga. You still got ops. You still got anybody. Think about it, nigga. Anybody could want to harm him. You see what I'm saying? Anybody would want to harm him, bro. It's not about your own. You gotta look at outsiders. You got the Damus that way. You got the other gangs this way, nigga. He still has to be protected, man. That's why I say, bro, no accountability. That would make a nigga want to look at this either way, bro. Either way, bro, niggas is starting to look at this shit like it's not making no sense, bro. You see what I'm saying? Hold on, double back.
In the doorway.
In the interview to say that Eric Holder came back in a red shirt to try to play himself off like he was a blood or something.
Is it as random as what the public thought it was? Like Nip seen somebody, Eric, and talked and.
I mean, you know, he already got convicted, so for me, without going into too many details, somebody come to the shop. They know we in the doorway. When Hustle pull up, we in the doorway. You gonna see me with a hoodie on, and I got a pistol on me. You gonna see one of the team members in the hoodie in the doorway with a pistol. That's protocol when Hustle pull up.
Y'all hear that? Do y'all hear that?
It's busy in there. Why the niggas in there didn't follow the protocol? I wasn't there. Why they didn't follow it? Maybe they was fucking around helping the customer, doing some fucking customer service. This is what I'm thinking, trying to, you know, transition into some legitimate selling clothes. But nobody was in the doorway. And from my understanding, old boy walked up with no shirt on first to check the scene because he know what's going on in that parking lot. And
come on, man. How is it that it doesn't take a rocket science? How can he be high? He pulled up first to check the scene. You see what I'm saying? He pulled up. He wanted to make sure nobody had no pistol on him, bro. He jumped out knowing that his name ain't good over there. We just heard Big U said that he's not a part of the community. Listen, why wouldn't Eric Holder be a part of the community? Because he didn't snitch. He took the stand. So that tells you what? Anytime somebody takes the stand, you go against the code, you're no longer a part of that community. You understand what I'm saying? Do that make sense to y'all? His big homie took the stand. Yeah. All right. But just imagine, bro, you didn't close it to the point where niggas can't even find out who else was a part of it. You took the stand. You see what I'm saying? Like, you're not a part of that community. If you were so active, you would still be down there. Nigga, we heard you get on the stand and say, you know, the homies back robbing again. We have nowhere to go. We have nothing to eat. You know what I'm saying? One man's mistake cost the community everything. A mistake, red flag. Saying that man was high, red flag. Because he couldn't have possibly been high because think about it, he went to Master Burger. What kind of basehead nigga get high and then go get something to eat? When you're high, you don't have no appetite. You're not, think about it. He came with his shirt on with the blue rag on to check the scene. All right, I don't see no pistols out. Ain't nobody pressing me. You see what I'm saying? On top of that, if Nip called him a snitch, he would not be shaking. It's none of this shit. Nigga, I'm not shaking no nigga hand after you called me a snitch, bro. That's the ultimate. You know how vain that shit is? You disrespect me and I'ma still shake your hand like, all right. Nah, nigga, if it's tension, nigga, it's tension, bro. It is tension. I'm not shaking no nigga hand, bro. If a nigga disrespect me, I don't care how you cut that. You're not gonna disrespect me, my nigga, and I'm gonna shake your hand. Think about that shit, bro. Why did he shake their hands if it was that much tension? Come on, nigga. Hey, nigga, he shook Cowboy. He shook his big homie hand too. He shook that dude his big homie hand just as well. You see what I'm saying? So come on, bro. Like that shit, man. Knock it off, bro. Niggas see through limo team, homie. That's why I say when it comes down to this game, bro, nobody's no more just settling for, oh, he was high. He did this shit on his own because he came back in a red shirt. That tells you premeditated. That was structured. He would have came. Why you just didn't come back with your shirt off? Because it's not like niggas ain't gonna know your face. You didn't put on a mask. So yeah, to put on that shirt, bro, that gives us reasonable doubt to believe that, yeah, nigga, you didn't do this by yourself, nigga. You see what I'm saying? Somebody had to be the distraction. We got to start looking at the nigga who ran. If one nigga ran all the way out the alley, you see what I'm saying? Like, we got to start looking at everybody like who else was involved with this shit? Somebody knew about this shit, bro. And that's just bottom line. Straight up. Now we want to know why, nigga. And this don't have nothing to do with his case or the police, nigga. This is the community problem, nigga. We want to know. We ain't just accepting he was high. He did this on his own because we already know that he didn't do this shit because he was called a snitch, nigga. Let's go.
Had a conversation, you know, transition into some legitimate just selling clothes. But nobody was in the doorway. And from my understanding, old boy walked up with no shirt on first to check the scene because he know what's going on in that parking lot. And had a conversation, probably seen nobody was in the doorways, checked Hussle had on shorts, checked everybody else, left. They say came back with a red shirt on, tiptoed through the alley and went right and started shooting. So to me, that's premeditated. Number one, there's no red shirts in the hood. You can't buy no red shirt. No liquor store sell no red shirt. Number two, when a nigga come through the alley with a red shirt, that's the throw off, or the Bloods did it, or the Inglewood families did it, or the BPS. That's the throw off, red shirt. So for me, he felt he was supposed to do a job, or somebody sent him or whatever, and he was nervous. He was supposed to hit that alley with that red shirt immediately, but he didn't do that. He came in and he wanted to check the scene. He wanted to make sure he wasn't getting into a shootout. And that's
boom, right there. Think about it, because the nigga even came with 2 pistols. Think about it. If he was that high, he would have never been nervous. He would have never been nervous. He went the first time to check the scene. He wanted to make sure who got. Think about it. Only person when Brian Nita pulled up in that parking lot, that's when Nipsey Hussle said, "Ain't that shitty cuz?" He asked Renpaul, he asked his big homie. And they're like, "Yeah, that's shitty cuz." All right, boom. 2 seconds later, Renpaul go to his car and walk right back. He would go to his car and walk right back to the circle. You see what I'm saying? So that believe anytime somebody knows a known snitch is on the premises, nigga, and you know he a stepper, that's how we gonna say it like that, man. You see what I'm saying? So that give a nigga right there, like, wait a minute, nigga, what you go to the car for? Did you go prepare? You see what I'm saying? But not only that, why would you need 2 pistols if you're going to hit one person? He brought 2 pistols because he didn't know if he was going to empty out he had to empty out the whole shell to do his job, but he also needed another gun to fire back and return fire on anybody that wanted to shoot at him. Let's make it make sense. You got 2 pistols, bro. That means that you ready for that shootout. He was very coherent. He was very much sane. It was no way he was high and he came to do an execution and you bring a throw off red shirt with 2 pistols in your hand. That means that you was specifically prepared. You knew it was a crash out moment. You knew it was you could have potentially died, but he was like, no, fuck that. I'm not going to die today. You see what I'm saying? I know the mission. My mission was to die. But at the same time, you know, hey, mods, anytime y'all see some goofy shit in the comments, block them. I don't want to see no goofy shit. Hey, get on their head. We don't need no suckers over here. They don't get no pass over here. And stop warning them. Caramel, block them. We ain't doing nothing. Anything you see that's out of line, just block their ass. But no, going forward, yeah, look at this game though, homie. Loyalty is deceiving, homie. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody, bro, even asking, man, hey, that was a throw off, bro. He was scared. That's why he checked the scene the first time. Then he seen, all right, it's like, wait, okay, cool. Let me get my food. You know what I'm saying? How did he know he was still going to be in the parking lot? Because that was plenty of time for him to go in. You see what I'm saying? Who was out there talking to him to keep him in that parking lot so long? Who was supposed to keep him in the parking lot that long, bro? You see what I'm saying? That's why I say, bro, did that nigga know hey, it's up in the air, man. You see what I'm saying? All I'm just having is my opinion. I'm having my opinion. And at the end of the day, 6 years then went by and we still don't even know who sent Eric Holder. We still don't even know who was a decoy. We still don't even know, nigga, who was supposed to distract him. You know what I'm saying? Because he stood out there for a little minute. You see what I'm saying, nigga? Black Sam said protocol is somebody supposed to be standing at the door waiting for Nipsey Hussle to get in his place of business. Somebody was supposed to be watching him. He's out in the open. Who's the muscle at that point? Who's supposed to be the muscle? You see what I'm saying? Think about it, bro. Think about it, my nigga. You see what I'm saying? And that's just what it is, bro. Like niggas is scary, man. I'm just creating content and having my own opinion. And like I said, you can't stop the whole world from having their own opinion, bro. You feel me? If niggas want to say something about me, say something about everybody else. Because at the end of the day, it's niggas who pulling 1 million views off of this content. Nigga, it's only 1,693 people. That's still nothing compared to all these hundreds of fucking content creators coming with their opinions and their theories. If you want to hate on one, hate on them all. Nigga, be a man about your shit or shut the fuck up, bro. Like, that's it. Straight up, man. So yeah, man, let's start looking at this shit, bro. It's some shit going on, man. And I think a lot of people are starting to double back and say, hey, man, hey, I gotta agree. Hold on. Let me see. Here we go. 1 second. Now we go place him back to him being inside the fucking the break room. Let's go.
Going around in the area, I guess, eating your food and
Well, no, you gotta realize. So this is where they get it twisted. Like I'm in the window looking or whatever. No, you walking through the marathon store. So I go into the marathon store. That's one door. Then you go to the counter. Behind the counter, there's another door. So then you go in this storeroom where all the clothes are. Then you go through that door. That's where the break room is. So I'm in the break room, eat my food. So gunshots crack off.
okay.
There's no reason for me to duck. I'm in the break room. There's a big metal. If you hear some gunshots crack right now outside, you might. There's no reason for you to duck. So I'm in there, hear gunshots crack. Immediately, nip outside. I break out of there. So out of one door, second door, third door. I'm the first dude to nip.
Okay, so you run out into the parking lot and you see Nipsey lying in a pool of blood?
Not in the pool of blood. I see Nip lying, and I see the whole parking lot laying on the ground. And I see people scattering and running.
Right, because there's 2 other victims also.
Well, I didn't even see them. I went straight to Nip. And after it was all said and done, I felt bad. Like, damn, I didn't even see these 2. I never even seen Cousin Kerry. I never even seen them, never. I would focus on them. I still never saw until Nip was getting into the ambulance. I never even knew there was 2 other people.
Okay, and you're the first person that basically gets over Nip's body.
Well,
how is he reacting to what just happened?
He just keep trying to get up. He kept trying to get up. He was breathing, trying to get up. He had like a hole right here. So I had my hand right here. And I was covering right here, and I was praying for him. And, like, just breathe, bro. Take it easy. Take it easy. Just breathe. Just breathe. And he was breathing. He was breathing. And he kept just trying to get up. He kept fighting. Just kept fighting. You can just tell he kept fighting.
I mean, here you are trying to cover up your friend's bullet holes as just pandemonium, and you don't even know if the shooter. You don't even know who the shooter is at this point.
Exactly.
So you're in danger yourself. On top of it,
it's like, if I could have seen the shooter, if I could have been in the window and seen the shooter, then
he didn't see the shooter. Did y'all catch that? He said he didn't see the shooter, but the footage showed this nigga. Man, come on, bro. Come on. Y'all, how y'all not catching that? He said he didn't see the shooter. If he didn't listen, how did you know where to meet Nipsey Hussle's body at? You ran around the car and caught. How did you know where Nipsey fell? How did you know which way his body fell? Because when somebody gets shot, you could fall left, you could fall right. He knew exactly where the body was at once Nipsey fell. How did he know where the body was gonna be at, bro? You see what I'm saying? If you didn't see it, how? Think about it. When after Eric Holder got done doing what he did, he ran on the sidewalk. You came right out the door once he stopped shooting, but you didn't see the shooter. I'm gonna run that back, bro. Come on, man. Let's go. This nigga lying.
On top of it,
it's like, if I could have seen the shooter, if I could have been in the window and seen the shooter, then there's no need for me to run the Nip. I would run.
Hold on.
As just pandemonium, and you don't even know if the shooter. You don't even know who the shooter is at this point. So you're in danger yourself. On top of it,
it's like,
exactly.
If I could have seen the shooter, if I could have been in the window and seen the shooter, then there's no need for me to run the NIP. I would run straight after the shooter because I figure he out of shells now. He done did what he had to do. So
Wait a
it would
minute.
have been better if I could have seen it.
Wait a minute. How would you know if he was out of shells? This is what you got. Look, he said, because I would have seen he out of shells. How would you know if he was out of shells? How would you know if he was out of shells? Shells, y'all paying attention. How would you know what kind of gun the shooter had? How you know he didn't have a 30-round clip? How you didn't know it was 30 rounds in that motherfucker? Come on, bro. Come on. Hey, it's getting a little, it's getting a little deeper up in here, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, listen, bro. This is just a theory. This is not, let me make sure I'm clear. This is not to pin anything on him. I'm just listening to what he's saying. But for all the naysayers, I'm only reacting to what the content is already out there in the universe. It's not like I'm putting out original content in regards to this nigga, man. You see what I'm saying? It's clear as day. Look, read between the lines. Y'all don't see no speculation. Like, man, come on, bro. How would you know if he was? I would have knew he was out of shells. How would you know what kind of gun he had to be out of shells, man? You see what I'm saying? Come on, bro. All right, so let's see. Yeah, man, this shit. Come on, bro.
Like, if I could have seen the shooter, if I could have been in the window and seen the shooter, then there's no need for me to run the NIP. I would run straight after the shooter because I figure he out of shells now. He done did what he had to do. So it would have been better if I could have seen. It'd been better if I could have been if I could have seen, and then I didn't. So you gotta realize when I run out, I see everybody scatter. I even see Shitty Cut scattering and going, but I don't know what he done did. All I see is my nigga on the ground.
Wait, he just said he seen Shitty Cuz scatter. He seen Shitty Cuz scatter. He even seen, look, I even seen Shitty Cuz scatter. So that means that you recognize Shitty Cuz in that red shirt after he just had a little confrontation with Nip. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. Hey, you didn't know what he did? You know he was a known snitch. Flag on the play. Flag on the play. Flag on the play. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Nipsey Hussle said, I wonder. Let's go back to the beginning of what Nipsey Hussle said. Hey, everybody in the comments, what did Nipsey Hussle say the moment that he seen Shitty Cuz get up on the pull up in the premises? I wonder how this go play out. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. It's getting hot in here. It is getting hot in here. Yeah. I know. Come on. Now, Cowboy, I mean, his big homie might be one of them niggas that got so much of some good ass hands. Ain't nobody gonna want to fight the nigga if he might be a professional knockout artist in his section. Ain't nobody finna, if you know you can't knock out a knockout artist and you know he got the ones, ain't nobody finna fight him. They not finna fight that man over there. So that's probably why a lot of people is not gonna say what they want to say, because they scared of losing the fight to this man at the end of the day. And then shit. And he a pedo, and he took the stand. Why would you give somebody a fair one? He didn't give that lady a fair one. When you snatched the chain off her neck, did she get a fair one? Nah, you tried to snatch it and allegedly scratch her breast, and you get convicted as a registered offender. Nah, she didn't get no fair one. Yeah, nigga, but you want to dictate and call the rules out here, bro. That ain't how the game go. You see what I'm saying? So I don't believe anybody should honor what he want, nigga. You see what I'm saying, nigga? And it's straight up. And a lot of people scared to say that, bro. You see what I'm saying? But I think, look at his eyes, bro. Look at his eyes. He's trying so hard to convince the world that he's just super fucking innocent. Like, no, I don't believe it. I don't. And that's just my opinion. That's all I'm saying, bro. My opinion, my nigga. And I think a lot of these bloggers and You know, I get it. Everybody making content. You're not gonna see me go on anybody else's content. You can twist my words, all that shit, all day long. I don't give a shit. This is content, and at the end of the day, if something's not true, right? It's no point. You could lie and twist my words. A lot of y'all done lied and said that I'm saying that he actually did it. No, I'm not saying he did it. It's impossible for me to say he did it. But I'm saying, is it possible to say he could have potentially seen it? Absolutely. We cannot exit that out the scenario. The scenario is this, bro. We cannot go without saying it's possible he could have seen it. And he got shook. He got scared. Because think about it. Black Sam said he came up the first time with no shirt on, with a blue rag on his neck to check the scene. You see what I'm saying? And nigga, to see if it was an imminent threat off the backboard. He got nervous. He was scared. He didn't want to die that day. So he made sure that it was nothing too hectic that he couldn't handle. He got his food, spent the block, prepared for his mission, went on his mission, you see what I'm saying, and executed and ran back. Only person that said Eric Holder was high was that dude right there. He the only person that said Eric Holder was high. The only person that said Eric Holder made a mistake. Nobody else validated what his intentions was. You see what I'm saying? So that tell you something right there, man. People got to start looking at stuff for what it really is, man. And I do believe this. The truth will come out. The truth is gonna come out, because mind you, I'm gonna play it one more time. I gotta sink this in y'all head so y'all can realize that it's bigger than what we've been thinking this whole time, man. It's way bigger. Now look at the store once again. Look at the store. It's impossible for him to be in a break room. Let's go.
And of course, they ain't gonna leave y'all like that. Look, let's go into the story, y'all. Subscribers, how about when are we going? We're gonna go on and get in the story right now, and let's go see what's happening. Okay, so the theory of the 3 seconds with Cowboy. He said he literally left his side for 3 seconds. Let's look at the size of the store. Okay, so if somebody comes in and they went to put their food up, okay, we're seeing that's the front entrance, the same one he came through whenever, that terrible event happened in Nipsey. So you know what, y'all, let's move forward a little bit. Let me click here. I just want y'all to kind of see the layout. Okay, there's tables, there's a lot of things in the different area, a lot of places over there. Okay, there's a work counter right there. So now we're gonna try to go ahead and move in. Okay, this is the front door. And wow, look, okay, there's a table sitting off to the left-hand side, or to the right. If you walk inside, that'll be on the right-hand side. There's also some music stations over there. So when you walked inside, did you like run all the way to the back? I don't understand. Where did you go to? Right. So here we go. This is the outside. There's that trash can that he passed Eric Holder on. And he was getting out of his car right over here. He was getting out of his car right over there on that side there. All right, so let's spin around. Let's see if we can look at the other direction here. All right, so if you come in, you're still kind of in view of everything, because look, there's some big windows. Y'all just seen the big windows out there. There's a table. You could have threw your food down right here, because literally when you walked in, it wasn't 3 seconds. When you walked in, automatically you're going to hear sounds. You're going to hear shots ring out, right? So how far did you actually go into the store? Did you go use the bathroom? What happened there? Now, I would love, to be totally wrong, but I just never honestly seen a plaza that had so many damn cameras, but we didn't use not one camera that was in the plaza. We used a camera from a totally different plaza to capture a bunch of ants on the screen, and what we appear was that particular footage. Now, in a day and age where everybody got cell phones and, everybody record everything. Y'all be catching the wildest stuff on camera phones. Y'all be catching dogs like doing crazy stuff. Just wild stuff y'all be seeing, man. And you be wondering like, well, who the hell filmed that? But you mean to tell me none of these cameras work? None of these work, right? So, well, out of all these cameras, none of these cameras work. They're all down. They're all broken. Doesn't make any sense, y'all. Does not make any sense whatsoever. And okay, now let's play devil's advocate. Okay, say the cameras weren't working on the outside, but don't you think Nipsey Hussle, his camera on the inside worked? And even from the inside, you can still see exactly what was going on. The inside camera, it's a 360 camera. You can tell, you can look right at it. That is a 360-degree camera.
All right, so now we got one more key part. Now we finna go watch why did old boy take the stand. We about to hear his reason of taking the stand, right? Since everybody want to talk about niggas playing by the code and all of this shit, right? You didn't play by the code by taking a stand, bro. You broke every code, everything that was against what niggas represent. But when it comes down to you trying to shed away, you want to point the finger, oh, niggas ain't doing it by the code. You never played by the code, nigga, at all, bro. Like, you broke the code, period, nigga. Straight up. Let's go.
Whatever that number is, decision to a decision. The jury is going to come to a decision. Whatever that number is, will that make you feel any better?
Nah, it ain't about the number.
So life in prison won't make you feel better.
It don't make no difference.
Well, let me ask you a question then. Technically, California still has the death penalty, even though they haven't executed anyone since 2003, I think. But if they bring the death penalty back and he gets a lethal injection or...
Nah, I'm not in it about giving that man no time. It ain't about the time. I'm only in it here to clear bro name. That bro never called him a snitch. There's no excuse for it. I'm still need to know why. You know, that's it. Other than that, I have no information. I wouldn't have got on the stand. I wouldn't have said nothing. No, I had to get on the stand for the world to hear that bro never called him a snitch. So if we trying to find, if the $1 million...
Y'all hear that? He said he took the stand because people saying that Nipsey called Eric Hussle a snitch. Brian Nita, I played the footage. Brian Nita in the interrogation room stated that Eric Holder called Nipsey a snitch. Nobody ever said that. Brian Nita cleared up that rumor right off the backboard. She cleared that up. So how is this motive validation? Like, the internet, bro, half of these people from all over the world, bro, it's people, you cannot clear that. You took the stand so the internet can change their opinion, bro. The trial was go lay this shit down anyway. You see what I'm saying? So you mean to tell me, come on, bro, you only took the stand so random citizens all over the world don't, so you care about what people all across the world think, bro? You only took the stand to change the narrative of what people think. This is America, bro. People gonna have speculations all day long. Still to this day, even if I didn't have my theory about or my opinion about this, it's not going to change the fact that people are not going to have their own mind, their own theories, their own scenarios. It's going to always exist. You still wasn't. What did you accomplish by taking a stand? Because still to this day, it's still people out here in the world who still believes that. But we know Brian Nita took the stand and said that Eric Holder called Nipsey a snitch. She already confirmed that. So it means that it was no reason for you to take the stand. Nobody else went against the code but you. But then you want somebody to honor the code right after you break that motherfucker? It don't make no sense, bro. It's not adding up. Let's go.
The question is, why did this dude do what he did? So fuck what the defense is talking about, what they trying to blow the smoke signals. I know it wasn't a conversation. Is it deeper? Is it deeper than that? What was the real reason? So,
yeah, I mean, unless and during the whole trial, Eric Holder never took the stand.
No.
So you don't really know what the motive is besides what the lawyers are trying to paint, and they're trying to paint whatever it is to make their client get the minimal amount of time. So you really don't know what the truth is unless after the sentencing he decides to go do an interview. But
or something this thing is, one thing I know for sure, it wasn't a conversation. So you feel me? So like I said, everybody's stuck on the conversation. Oh, this is why he did what he did. Oh, everybody's saying this is why somebody did that. But it's cool for y'all to believe that. But I heard the conversation and I'm further on in my investigation than the rest of the world. Why they stuck over there? Like, oh, he did it because of that. So they stuck. They left there. Where I know You did not kill this man over that conversation.
Well, you're wearing a shirt right now with Nipsey Hussle on it, and it's got a quote that's saying, having strong enemies is a blessing. Can you lift your shirt up and show that, if you don't mind? And wasn't that Nipsey's last tweet before he died?
Yeah.
Do you know what that refers to? Because there was a lot of theories about that.
I'm not sure what he was referring to it for, but I know I've been wearing it down there, so Eric gonna look at it. I know that. Maybe he know, but I know he gonna see every day. I'm wearing different Nip shirts, so you know, you gonna see, and I'm shining. Let you know we still shining. You ain't did nothing. You ain't did nothing. We gonna keep going. You know, whatever your motive is, I don't know, but I'm gonna be there at your sentencing too as well. And I'm gonna, you know, maybe you can just tell me why. Hey, man, I was just mad. That was a better approach than anything. You should have just came out and just told the world what the fuck, you know, how you really was feeling. Maybe they might have given you some type of love, you know what I mean? But all this sending these bullshit ass team with these old cheap ass suits trying to defend you, that shit ain't gonna work. That nigga defends, that nigga lawyer showed up the second day of trial with a leisure suit on. That nigga had on it looked like, you know, the night before Christmas when you're a little kid and you go to sleep, nigga, like he slept in that motherfucker.
Yeah, you're still shining and all of that shit, man. So, hey, all right. So, at the end of the day, we still don't know who sent Nip. You know what I'm saying? Who sent Eric Holder? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's something that's worth, you know, just looking at, man. You know, when it comes to that late great, you know, young king back there, man. You know, not on. See, my thing is this: everybody probably have their own different relationship with Nip. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people went to school with Nip. A lot of people still mourn about that. Like, damn, bro, we still don't even know what was the motive. You see what I'm saying? Now, until, you know, till we get a motive, bro, you gotta keep looking at the scoreboard. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit that's up in the air, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is not to implement anybody in a situation where you could potentially, you know what I mean, you know, lose your family and all that shit, bro. This is something now. This is what the streets is looking at. Like, you know, damn, bro, like who has something to do with this shit? You see what I'm saying? And I think a lot of niggas kept quiet, you know, because, you know, we thought niggas were still tied in with certain teams. Now that we see this person has been pushed out, you see what I'm saying? He has no more attachment with the team. You see what I'm saying? We just heard Big U said, oh boy was not part of the community because, you know, he took the stand. He took the stand. So come on, how is he a part of the community? These is just things that you still got to look at, homie. So at the end of the day, you know, and then even if so, how can you still be a part of the community when you're a pedo? You're a registered offender. You said allegedly you snatched a woman's chain off her neck. How do y'all, you know how vain that shit is for y'all to have respect for a grown ass man who robbed a woman for her necklace? And you niggas sit on the internet and praise it. This the same nigga who y'all praising. Oh man, you know, he admitted to robbing a woman, snatching her chain off her neck, scratching her chest, and you have to register as an offender. And you niggas praise that. How y'all call yourself a real nigga? What if that was your mama that he snatched that chain off of? You see what I'm saying? You'll feel like, oh nigga, he's still a real nigga. You'll feel like, oh, he's solid. Oh, I believe him and all that. How can you feel like, you know, he's a cool individual, bro? Like, nigga, this a nigga who snatched the chain off of a woman. I don't understand that. Y'all help me understand. How do somebody like that get honored and praised? How is that, bro? How is that? Ain't nobody, you niggas are scared of that, man. I'm just a nigga that's grabbing my nuts and stepping up. Like, bro, I think it's possible you could have been involved, bro. Like, you could have knew. I ain't saying you had anything to do with hurting him directly, but maybe you, nigga, you probably, you seen it happen. That's all I'm saying. I believe it's possible he could have seen it happen. So on that note, man, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. We will be going live on here every day in regards to this. It's most shit. I ain't even got to all the other key players and all the other shit that's going on with this shit, man. This rabbit hole goes so deep, man. I'm still going back looking at footage. And Shout out to my main partners that pull up and support this channel, this live. If y'all want to be a moderator, y'all jump in my Instagram and let me know, hey, Nina, I'll fuck with what you got going on. I want to be a part of the team, and let's get our minds cracking. Because, you know, when you shedding light on darkness, that's when the evil come. It's a lot of evil people coming and saying all of this shit, praising that man, knowing that he admitted to robbing a woman, snatching her chain. And then I get you niggas jumping in my DM praising this man. This is a chain snatcher. This nigga snatched a woman chain, and y'all niggas praising this nigga and all these fake ass little weak ass shit, man. That's cool. But I need an army over here too, man. I already got some good mods and shit like that. But you know, my team is solid. But if y'all want to be a part of the team, man, hit me on Instagram at NINABOY_TV, and let's get it cracking. I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Shout out to the 1,800 people that came to the second channel. We lit in a motherfucker. All right, I'll see y'all in a minute, gang. Peace. Yeah, make sure y'all leave y'all comments and shit too, man. Make sure y'all comment, gang. That mean a lot to me.